Alright, making my own fast restaurant. What is going to die?
Novelty of figuring out how to damage this first place, and without that, each fight isn't challenging or interesting enough as part of your each boss is much better than the first one. By far the worst one of the set is Orochi, who I've bragged about in other videos. You've already fought Orochi twice by this point, and the second one wasn't that long ago. Fighting Orochi for a third time, again with narrow changes, is one of the least rewarding boss fights I've ever seen. Blatant padding made up with an already pushed boss. Kami's boss rush does a disservice to the players, showcasing nothing new and sapping your interest in the lead up to what really is a fantastic final boss that happens right after. A few years later, Kami got a sequel on the DS called Kami. It learned nothing. They did the exact same thing. Don't do that. We all knew Nissan Armada was made for big adventure. Big moves. Big families. The basic idea of a boss rush wasn't just about anything. Not just action, not just RPGs. Even something completely different like getting used to the boss rush comes acting big challenges after another. In DDR, there are challenges for playlist of songs from puzzle players back to back categories. The most difficult courses are made up of the hardest ones against a challenging moment. And more so when you have to do them all in a row. There's even the extra factor in dance games where since you're physically moving around, stacking the challenges back to back with no rest is literally harder to do as you get more and more tired. The challenge compounds on itself and becomes a literal test of endurance. Even if you pick only a few bosses to use, the boss rush can still be kind of long. What if instead we shorten up the fights? It's more work than just leaving the fight as is, but you can edit down a boss rush match to be more of a sampling than the full thing. Like in Pizza Tower. Pizza Tower has you playing as the team, and exhausted and dirty to Pizza Tower's sanity is overcome by a friend. For no reason besides spite, a little pizza head is the like a Pizza Tower to stop. Picture 5 years of power reaching through a casual level Pepper artist, cowboy block of cheese, a literal parody of the white the voice, and a freaking each boss is super cartoonish and kinetic in both mechanics and presentation, complete with multiple phases, complicated attack patterns, and catching not easy fights, but you should get through them after a few cuts. Very simple. The fifth and final boss fight against Pizza Face is a pretty grand open challenge. After you get through
But did I even buy yours yet?
more bizarre washed up mascot pizza alright. Finally get through him, and it's all over, right? Of course not. Pizza Head brings back all the old bosses you already fought for a good old boss rush. Get ready for 5 more bosses. The Pino uses a rapid-fire beat down to the first boss. If you have to save the rest of the the Pino runs this time in a powered-up fever state. You can melt through each of the bosses much faster. That alone is second to being another slog-like hit. Each fight takes a quarter of the time of the original, which turns it into more of a Becky or Superman, rapidly moving from boss to boss. Some sets new, and a few more minor tweaks make it not feel exactly the same.
I can't buy a dirty table. One. Why can I not buy a dirty table?
The landscape of the public tower pizza tower. The boss rush here is mandatory, but it's woven into the story in a way that gives it a real reason to exist and creates only a powerful great game. One of the biggest stumbling blocks in the boss rush is whether or not people see it as forcing them to do something they've already done. It's divisive concept, and different people see things differently. Some people like to read, people like powered up concepts, where they're better either extrinsically by stat boosts, better moves, some new game mechanic, or intrinsically by becoming better at the game over time. A boss rush can be proof of just how far you've come. Other people just won't care. No matter the power or skill difference, these are still the same old fights. To them, taking the time to do them again is annoying, and keeps them from seeing the new stuff just behind the velvet rope. Some series of gaming videos from both sides of the argument and game. The Devil May Cry series has had a few approaches to the boss rush. These games are built to be played, with a deep combat system that reveals more and more layers as you master it. Refighting bosses you're fighting them in the same way as the last one. New upgrades, moves, weapons, and new characters can change how it plays out for you. And the scoring system lets you squeeze out more reach each time. Devil May Cry 3 adds even more to this boss rush. Near the end of the game, there's a neat little boss rush puzzle. You're thrown into an MCF filled with 9 murals containing bosses and controller systems. The murals are portals, taking you right to a previous boss fight. The center of the hub is a special monolith where the 94 jewels can be together, defeating one of the bosses fights of the shield. You get enough of them while the ring through and then this boss rush gives you full control over how you want to tackle. If you feel like a fight, you might not have to do it, since any combination of so form the ring, you choose the only path to fight. If you want to go all out, you can get a nice health upgrade and prepare all the bosses before you. There's an optimal path, of course. One of the ranks only takes 3 fights to complete, but you do have to piece together that the game wants you to make a rank first. Devil May Cry 5 has a mini boss rush too, but it's not as puzzling. This is the final mission and main story where you play as you fight using 3 different moves. Until then, at the start of the mission, you're taken away and you're extremely vulnerable now that you lost most of your combat options. Hey look, 3 portals.
Yes.
There. The boss you talking for as here. Before you get the next failure. The bosses are slightly redesigned and balanced around the user experience. Having this different gameplay style on top of only having access to part of your moveset changes the feel of each encounter and conclusion. It's the inverse of the usual boss rush approach where the second encounter is where you're more powerful. It shows that it doesn't matter as much in which direction your character's power has changed fights, it mostly just matters that it has changed.
At Wayfair, we're game for every style.
Let's play chariots. Oh, I've got my favorite chair. You might have noticed that I skipped over 4. There's a reason. The reason is, it's bad. The boss rush part is bad. The game is bad. Devil May Cry 4's boss rush is extremely short. Unity 4 is already infamous for stretching itself very thin thanks to a Russian focus. The campaign has you playing as Nero, traveling across a few regions. Each region culminates in a major boss fight, with some minor bosses here and there. After battling your way through, the game seems like it's entering the end game, that you against the chain of finality of the colonies. But after that, you shift away from Nero and into Dante, where you get to go through the whole game again and backwards, fighting the same major bosses in reverse order. The only difference is that you're Dante. The refights seem to find working enough thanks to how drastically different each one changes. But Dante doesn't play that far off from Nero and Cole. Fine, slog through it and get through it. Once we get to the real final section, the game switches you back to Nero. If you've got the Dante section that doesn't really count as a boss rush, you're right. Now is the boss rush. Right before the final boss, you have to fight the same bosses again as Nero again. Terrible. Oh no, it gets worse.
Where is the bottom button?
Earlier in the game, something to you roll the dice? No. No. Yeah. So, does this Mario 3 minigame feel like the ones that Devil May Cry? Turns now? No. What happens if you go along? You have to fight another mini gauntlet inside this already terribly awesome thing. This one was takes for example, responsible adding campaign that or the script behind the looking into the content you want to have with them. This is excellent. Now if you really want to dive into the boss rush, what do you have? How about itself maybe you can call it a boss rush, since 90% of it is the boss fights, and the platforming in between doesn't amount to much. But its final form is undoubtedly a bomber fight. The semi-final fight that you get to the best, or you fight yourself, you have to dice up, get roll from a 1 to 3, and you have to face the 1 4. You're unbelievably triggering the win boss next fight. Damage transfers to the ground, and there are no checkers. So let's be ready. Ironically, one isn't too much effect.
What the?
Awesome. The fight itself is effective. You can specifically land where you choose to. Right, you have to fight 3 game bosses before getting the event yourself. This space is random, so you can fight as a usually in the cast of time. Some cases do randomly have health points, so you choose the risk of specific fight to game time. But that's a the main difference between this and the export that the bosses on this are all in. Turns out boss rush can't do what you competitive is. Each boss is quite complicated, so the burst factor make this whole sequence 3 minutes. Combat scores on the same format is so different, you just hate back for fight. Okay, we got over some of the what and how on boss rush, but what about the why? Boss rush is incredibly hard to pass, especially if it's manipulated. You decide by putting it in a very separate mode than you got to have in, but that's the thing. You can still make one extension in story itself. Make the boss rush be a fun character. For a while, as a code box, you got like what engine from the character. You can go to it. But your chance of success is pretty low if you do this. The game structure helps you on boss rush, even some games black and elsewhere. You can play, isn't that not nice way to fight if you choose to head to the castle at the beginning anyway? You're going to have to face off against whichever of the fights you can. It's a rush that, by definition, will be repeated forever. And you can dial back the challenge if you want, like going out and the game as it was designed. But if you're looking for extra challenge on a repeat playthrough, this structure will give that to you. Okay, so coming out with a recent fight is very useful, but what goes on between the fights is important too. The players get to do in the liminal space. If the answer is nothing, well, we've already talked about what happens there. The liminal space of a boss rush can be a time to rest, charge, and strategize. The Kirby games are full of fantastic boss rushes. It's become a fan favorite mode for over half of the series history. Within the Kirbyverse, it is usually called the Arena or True Arena modes, though some games name the same thing. Traditionally, the basic arena modes are straightforward, awesome zero steps. You'll fight most of, if not every boss and mini-boss the game has in a row in a mostly random order. The final bosses are saved for the end. You get free reign to choose a copy ability at the start. Damage and status carries over between fights, but every time you beat something, you're picking to a wrestling fight. The hub has a handful of random abilities you can copy as much as your powers, or leave what you've been with before, and there's some healing items. But the healing items are all one-time use. No healing items. This is a decent challenge, but the bosses are all at the worth. It's fair. These are the bosses meant to be beatable by the ones. This isn't a crazy tough challenge. Using the base arena mode and the game's extra campaign mode, though, there's something else you might
Open, yay!
Especially the kids. Kirby's got a true arena. Kirby for big gamers. This is the game's final challenge. The arena mode with a few extra hard twists. Between rounds, the health pickups are often weaker, and the extra copy ability options are scarce. The bosses are all the harder EX editions, where fights ramp up the challenge with new moves and upgraded old moves, with far more intense attack patterns and aggressive AI. Get through those, and new exclusive super
I
bosses
can't
with
buy a fridge. I'm too broke to afford a fridge.
that extends the series rules. Some games even make you add a couple of them just to really push you to it. It's the game throwing everything you can. Underscoring the depth of what is designed to be a very accessible combat system. Kirby's True Arena Boss Rush was built a tradition that fans love and expect, serving as a superb final challenge to round up the game's difficulty to make the game feel a little more complete in an unexpected way. Lengthening the liminal space between fights is pretty much what creates the genre version of the boss rush. If breaks between bosses take up minutes of time, you can fit in all kinds of stuff. Shadow of the Colossus is a series of 16 bosses and very little else. Between fights are some story beats and you travel to your next destination. Find and kill each of the world's lost items to wonder to definitely save the one who loves. There's barely any character stat
I
progression.
need to buy furniture.
It's not exactly complicated to find the next bosses. It's just you in a strange land. You look with your thoughts and see maybe some fun. It's a pop brush right now. Does it
Too poor.
better less and lost but it'd be different. But I don't think it can. Boss brush format.
If I only have
I also did you know that that's one the boss they tried to work about the art? That was wow. Let's talk in the comments about some more unusual boss rush formats. Maybe one that had more risk and reward in there. Boss rushes are a solid idea that seems more than most others on the beta distribution. With temptation to create a killer, customize it enough to make it appealing, or just make it optional, you can create that capstone challenge each.
I want to make some more burgers. Yes. Why are you still sleeping? Why are you still sitting? I just walked right in. What's that? Holy crap, I need a cook. I need to get my burgers ready. Done. That's that easy. How do you clean this up? It's not open. I am in the table. Somebody help me. I'm in the table. Papa. Papa. Open your mouth. Papa. Telling lies, no papa. Open your mouth. Ouch. Yes. How am I supposed to learn this? Open your mouth. Open your mouth. Open your mouth. Don't just stop. Open your mouth. Alright, order up. Other time Monkey boy.
Oh, I was forgetting my microphone the whole entire time. Oh my god. What is the most important microphone? That's what I do. Inside of my order up. Here you go. Oh hey, that's nice. Why are you still sitting, sir? I'm gonna jump on his head and then he's left. Great. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Making sure you actually eat your food. Can you actually? Thank you. Sir, why are you still sitting? Why are you still sitting? Oh, okay. Just always want burgers. I just always want burgers because I don't know where to get things. Basic chair. Nice. I'm glad you think that. Cute. Okay. I already got burgers for you. I want to see how good your food is. I want to see how good your actual restaurant is. Can you wait in line?
Hey, I
Sorry, sir. I just have to clean that up real quick.
maybe something to tell your friends. Shh, not here. That's a plan. It's a secret. If you come back, I'll let you in on the secret. It's secret bosses. Oh, I wasn't supposed to say that. Secret bosses aren't just optional bosses. They're deeper than that. The secret within every secret boss elevates it to its own distinct category. The process gives designers a lot more to work with than just a normal boss, or even an optional one. But no two secret bosses are the same. They can come in so many different forms, and the path you take to get there shapes what the player will get out of the experience. Let's talk about the design of secret bosses, and how the mystery surrounding them can add an ocean of depth to a game. But first, you can't be a God-skin apostle without a godlike skincare routine. That's not even secret boss, Mike. Let's with the segue.
I'm only 30 hours into Elden Ring and I'm bad at it. Shut up, you try making a boss-related skincare segue.
Today's episode sponsor is Geology. It's men's skincare reinvented. Your skin isn't perfect, and taking care of it can be challenging. You know you should do something, but there's so many options. Geology creates a customized skincare routine just for you, aimed at your specific goals. They can design a routine to help you fight acne, combat dark and puffy under eyes, use your skin oils, and prevent wrinkles. Just take their 30-second
And there you go. Nice. What? The actual heck? Where did I get drinks from? What level am I? Still level 1? What is
1? There was some secret death that someone discovered online. I've been missing that Pokemon Blue. When I was a kid, I'd always I thought there wasn't much I could do, but when I surfed on the coast of Cinnabar Island and found this, that was something new. It broke the level count, broke items, broke the Hall of Fame, it broke Kanto itself, and it was right off the coast of Cinnabar Island this whole time, if you knew how to get it. Now, this is
okay.
it was just a game.
Okay.
But one that could capture my imagination as a kid all the same. If Missing-No was right there, who knows what else would find just out of sight. Secret bosses can do the same thing, but on purpose. What is a secret boss anyway? Is it just an optional boss? Well, it is optional, but a secret boss isn't just a boss that you can stumble into. Secret bosses are what they are because of what you have to do to get to them. The extra effort you have to go through creates subtle effects. A secret boss can elevate a game beyond a checklist of tasks into something interconnected and living. The secret creates mystery and gives the impression of even more to come. Something hidden to discover if you know where to look. An extra challenge waiting just around the corner if you prove yourself worthy. Best of all, a designer looking to create a secret boss has plenty of tools they can use to create exactly the right experience. Every secret boss is a combination of two parts, the secret and the boss. Wow, that sounds really dumb when I put it like that. You gotta guess this up somehow. How about the road and the
You forgot that I was recording.
First, the road.
I forgot that I was recording. Wow.
But that is
It's been 30 minutes. And I forgot that I was recording. It's a 30 minutes long video so far. And I didn't even realize I was recording until now. Dude, once I go to a different level is so cool.
In Cuphead, the delicious last course, you go through a special multi-step side quest to unlock a secret boss fight. In the shop,
Dude.
there's a mysterious trinket called a broken relic that you find.
Oh, yeah.
But as you
Okay.
So, the relic acts as an obvious hint that there's an unsolved threat in the function, and the hidden but not too many graveyard plot both adds intrigue.
You guys are going to work for me now.
At the end of that,
Okay.
you get that complete. The boss fight is very unusual. You take a little nap and fight within a strange dream, sandwiched between an angel and a devil. The two will swap places based on where you're facing, which phases the attacks in and out of existence. It's not all that hard of a fight. It's only one phase, but the unusual 3D aesthetic, unique flip mechanics, and the secret path to get there make it stand out from the pack.
Outdated IT systems in healthcare are a serious medical concern. Are you experiencing daily fatigue?
Oh my god.
Stiff fingers from stitching together servers and software solutions? Or head
Sir, this is closed.
provides instant relief. Patient integrates easily with existing systems to automate the front and the back end prevent management. Customers also found that Cure great alignments, enabling them to see data from every good job in just one.
Dude.
Patient Grid is the #1 treatment for resource-intensive, on-prem systems.
I am level 2, let's go! Cheese. Yay, yay. Yay. Why do I have that ding? The patty. Okay. The cheese. The cheese. Cheese.
And the true weapon is hidden behind whether
I am open. Okay, why do you just want a regular burger or you want a cheeseburger?
take them in front. Unlike the sunfire, it gets to the sun.
Oh my god.
Just fight one boss. There's no problem with having a secret boss at the end of a 100% completion journey. It's a captain for playing through the rest of the content. A secret boss that requires replaying most of the game is less okay, especially for a game whose calling card is the story. It might discourage players from playing that bit of content at all. If the secret boss were story focused though, that might be a different story. The more you can make
Okay.
investigation, the better. When you're hating the secret
What should I do? I need to buy this.
just eat some white water or drink out. You may believe anything. Actually, this company that secret keeps us out in the middle of boss fights. Some bosses have special attacks or add-on enemies you don't usually see, but you can unlock them with special criteria. Others have secret alternate bases. The second part of the Howling Aces fight has a team of puppies circling around you in jetpacks. If you take them out normally, the boss will rotate the entire screen in the final phase. It's very disorienting. If it's too much for you, there's a secret alternative. Instead of taking each jetpack out, just carefully hit them until each one starts to smoke. You'll trigger a completely different and way less vomit-inducing final phase. It's not much easier to beat, but it's easier on your stomach. Some fights like Sally's stage play can go in a completely different direction if you figure out the secret. If you jump on the background chair in the first phase, you bring down a background prop on top of the background husband. It changes the narrative of the stage play completely and gives the second and third phases more complicated paths to challenge. The extra context is fun, but the unique way the game compels you to reach the extra stages makes the process stand out more than it would have otherwise.
Oh my god.
For many secret bosses, the fun is in the game itself. The Yakuza Metro DLC for A Hat in Time is a sprawling cyberpunk Tokyo, full of places to explore and a ton of verticality in its platform. The city is dense with small details, like these goofy billboards, cat Roombas to bounce off of, and subway cars pulled by giant cameras. There's plenty to see along the way, but stashed away somewhere is a hidden mini-boss you can climb by.
Oh my god.
Parkour up this unsuspecting building to the roof, bounce off this shady screen, get sent to a boss
I call it A. Nice. What can I buy?
Yes, it's a watch for the cat.
Oh my
The fight is
god.
pretty simple. The mini-boss is just a beefed-up version of a normal enemy, but it's more involved than you would think, and the journey proves it anyway. A Hat in Time uses the secret boss as an end destination that gives a more concrete reason to explore the cityscape.
And with no code meeting, IT, HR, ops, or any other department, everyone can manage ticketing their way and stay on the same platform, so we can create a unified experience for our customers. Every incoming ticket is automatically categorized, and the repetitive issues get resolved. Whatever tickets are left, get rid of the list, available left, recommended resolutions, and next steps. And you can see it all here on our dashboard. We customize focus on strategic stuff, identifying company needs and opportunities. We can finally be proactive and also showcase our businesses. Turns out my job doesn't have to be that chaotic. Right, Taylor?
I am not ready to suffer. Okay. The last one. After this, we call it a day and then stop the video. Gotcha. Oh, you want a regular burger? You make my day easier. Thank you for making my day easier.
This is the last normal burger I have. Okay, there you go. You've made my life easier. Oh my god. Cook, 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 cook. Oh my god.
Super clear, but it'll kill you all the same. Ozma is reachable only by using real people in Chocobo minigame, getting a special ability, then flying to a secret sky tunnel. Get up the escape, bulldoze over the warning gate puts there, and, well, good luck. Ozma can devastate the party almost immediately, counterattacks it all the time, and can sort of cheat.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's not really fair, but then again, it's
Well,
not really fair.
you know, we're calling it a day now. Bye. I hope you have a great day. I am done.